Welcome back to House on Carrion Hill, House of Bob's cosmic horror adventure played in Pathfinder 2nd Edition in the Galarian campaign setting.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm playing Willen Dappen, the Gnome Wizard.
Hi, I'm Janette. I'm playing Bimpkin, the long-snout rat oracle.
Hey, I'm Shubert. I am playing Knib-Knub, the razor-tooth goblin fighter.
I'm Trevor, and I'll be playing Theobald, the orc investigator.
And I'm Shaun, your game master. If you like what we do and you want to support the show, visit us at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. Last time on House on Carrion Hill, having found the remains of several cultists and a strange spellbook written in an unfamiliar language, the investigators have returned to the surface. They met with a priest of Pharasma at the ossuary church and resolved to meet with a pair of retired paranormal investigators, Berkeley and Critchfield. 4 of you have returned to the 7-ton Matic. You have tucked yourselves tightly into bed, wrapped yourselves under the blankets, thinking that maybe this is a safe haven from the horrors of the day. You will become fully rested when you wake in the morning. However, your night is plagued by more dreams. Theobald, you dream that you're as tiny as a mouse running among a giant's bar. You're running and hiding behind beer glasses and stains the size of houses. Behind you, a mass of pink and purple tentacles rips out from the wall and rampages through the beer glasses, shattering glass and spilling caustic, burning alcohol across the wood. You jolt awake in the morning, terrified. Willen, you've dreamed of a small town, gray and empty, the wind blowing through, whistling this high-pitched, almost scream. The houses begin to crumble, breaking away into dust. Within moments, you stand alone in a field of rubble. The sky above is lit brilliantly with stars that begin to slowly wink out one by one. And before long, everything is dark. Knib-Knub, you dream of the well, the slimy bricks and the claustrophobic sense of the well becoming just deeper and deeper the longer you're in it. Above you, a monotonous voice chants something repetitive and unintelligible as the sound of stones being stacked up echoes. The opening of the well above begins to close up brick by brick, and the rope that's tangled around your ankle begins to slither and tighten, and you jolt awake. And Bimpkin, you have a dream that's so real. It's like you've already experienced this. You see a portly man with a pristine, light gray apron carefully stacking boxes on the shelf of a general store. You see him delicately shift each box in the stack just so that it's arranged with an appealing off-centeredness that allows a passing customer to see the label. Bernie's Smuthoff's Premium Chocolates, 12 flavors, made in Sargava. Throughout the store, you see more delicious treats, helpful oddities, kitchen gadgets, children's toys. Everything is carefully arranged and displayed. As the shopkeeper arranges and restocks a set of beautifully made Day of Bones masks displayed in the window, the bell above the door rings. A middle-aged woman comes in, wearing her church clothes and a modest black bonnet. "Oh, hello, Miss Kowalska. Happy Day of Bones to you." "Thank you, Carlin. You as well." "Flowers for you today? I have some beautiful roses to suit the festival for your windowsill." No, I'm just here for some sweets. My daughter is bringing the children by later on." Carlin takes Miss Kowalska back to the rear of the store, and they continue their chatter, happily sharing anecdotes about their respective grandchildren and cooing over Carlin's latest sugary goodies. They are engrossed in their conversation and don't hear a bell ring as another customer walks in. It's Bimpkin. Bimpkin's nose is twitching as he nervously looks through the store, his hands flinching and spasming as he reaches towards various products and then snaps them back to his side abruptly. "Oh, I think little Brandon will love the cherry-flavored candies. They are just delicious. I also have orange. Would you like a sample?" Bimpkin skitters between the shelves, ducking occasionally and running his hands through the fur on his head. He's muttering to himself. "Oh, did you hear that frightful news? Catelyn, she lost her boy. Murdered, they say." "No, that's awful news." Bimpkin suddenly freezes. His eyes lock on a tiny toy mouse on the shelf. His hands begin to shake. Before he can stop himself, he reaches out and picks up the toy, turning it over in his hands. He feels the soft fabric and gently touches one of the black buttons sewn on his eyes. His cloak begins to swirl behind him, and his tail and whiskers twitch rapidly. We hear a tiny, ghostly voice on the wind.
They broke it, brother. My favorite toy.
Little Juju's tiny, ghostly hand rests on the back of Bimpkin's.
I miss you, big brother. I wish I could play toys with you again.
A lump catches in Bimpkin's throat. He chokes for a moment, quavering.
I miss you too, Juju.
A look of grim resolution comes over Bimpkin's face, and he shoves the toy deep within his jacket pocket and turns to find the shopkeeper leering over top of him with a furious grimace on his face. You little rat, he shouts, reaching down and ripping the toy from Bimpkin's clutching fingers. Out, and don't come back. Bimpkin, you start awake, and you look around the room to see toys all over. Lined up, stacked on the shelves and at the bottom of your bed, the little toy soldier you found yesterday, a folded paper bird, a little toy boat, and a glass marble with a strange pattern on it that resembles an eye.
I start scratching my head furiously. I don't remember this. What? And I'm gonna go over and reach to pick up the toy soldier.
As you pick up the toy soldier, and as you look around at all the toys, you can feel this reassuring presence. You feel your brothers with you. And as you roll the toy soldier back and forth in your hands, the marble, which is sitting on the shelf, rolls off the edge of the table, drops on the floor, rolls across the room, and bumps into the door.
This is obviously a message from the marble, so I'm going to follow it.
You open the door, the marble rolls out and begins to plink, 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 plink down the stairs.
I look around. Is there anybody else up?
Yeah, would you guys all be up already?
Yeah. Knib-Knub gets up as soon as he smells food cooking.
Oh, then you're definitely up already.
Yeah, I'll be up.
Okay.
Okay, I put my hood up so I'm less detectable, and
Okay.
then I will follow after the marble.
And as it plinks down the stairs, plip, 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 and eventually rolls into the common room, and you walk through, and you can see your companions sitting at the table enjoying some breakfast. And you see Sarah sitting at the bar, deep in conversation with a small goblin in a trench coat and a clipboard.
It's the insurance salesman.
It's Breville Ivilthor.
Breville Ivilthor is there, and he is speaking to Sarah. I think that I can cover some of this, but honestly, vandalism is not really covered under our policy. See, there's an adventurer involvement clause, and he gestures at everybody at the table. There's not a whole lot I can do. Perhaps, he fishes through his jacket and pulls out a card. I mean, if there's structural damage, Ruppman's Vats is your place to go. He passes her a card. I'll do what I can, but your policy is your policy, and what you've paid for insurance is what you paid. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm staring daggers at him, just at the back of his head. What a swindler.
Theobald in this situation is in and out of the kitchen. You know, when in a bar, Theobald just assumes his most comfortable role, which is making the bar run smoothly. So while Sarah is talking to her insurance goblin, Theobald is sort of helping cook breakfast and clean, general duties to help, balance out the equity of letting us stay there.
Nice, you just fall back into old habits.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's natural for you to be cleaning glasses and stuff.
Yeah. Probably tweaking some brewery recipes and such in the back.
Mm-hmm. I'm stabbing my sausages in anger now, just spearing them.
What's Knib-Knub doing?
Knib-Knub is eating anything delicious that's put in front of him, basically. He'll go over to Theobald and be like, you need someone to taste test stuff? I'm a really good food critic. I can tell you what's good and what's not.
I definitely could use a hand with getting these potatoes ready to be cooked.
You don't trust my ability to discern good food?
No, I absolutely trust
See,
your
I know
ability
big
to discern
words.
good food. Yeah. Would you be able to discern these potatoes from their potato skins?
Doesn't
Right.
sound like eating.
But only if I get to eat the skins.
Oh, yeah, we can deep fry the skins.
Okay. You got a deal.
Excellent.
Just imagine like everybody else who works at the actual pub hotel like eyeing him. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
We're freaking Tom and the boys. Look at the poster on the wall.
I just feel like I haven't heard of anybody other than Sarah. Sarah has seemed like she's been doing this all by herself, so I may be
yeah, it certainly seems
projecting a little. I'm just sort of like, oh, I'm just going to jump in and take over.
Okay, never
clean
mind.
up.
I assumed there were other work.
No, it's just Sarah, and you can see that she's there, and she's trying her best to talk to Iblthor about this, but he's shrugging his shoulders at her. She's there. She's kind of got one hand resting on a handkerchief around her neck, and she looks tired. She looks like she hasn't slept very much.
Can I see Sarah talking to Breville?
Absolutely.
Knib-Knub really did want to go back and talk to this guy, so this is convenient. So he's like, Theobald, you can peel your own potatoes. I got something to do. Okay, bye.
Sounds good.
And
Hey,
he goes over to Sarah, and he's like, hey, mommy, I mean, Sarah, what's your name?
Whoa.
My name is Sarah.
Can you be my third mommy? Because you give me lots of food.
I mean, I don't think I'm emotionally prepared to be a mother.
Okay, I'll just call you whatever you said, Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
so Sarah, can I talk to this guy? Because we had some dealings.
I can't tell.
Yeah, of course you can. I mean, put in a good word for me if he can help me out.
Yeah, is he giving you trouble?
Damage to the door frame. There's blood they got to clean up. I think I'm paying insurance for a reason.
I
but-
can clean that up. I can lick it up.
Oh my God! Please don't.
Well, I won't. Okay, fine. Man, people don't have such a big problem with that. Okay, Breville, Abel.
Yes, I remember you from the other day.
I don't think I need your services anymore because I got a guy who's going to do it for free.
Oh, think of insurance as a savings program. If you pitch some of your money to the insurance program, we save it for you. And if something goes wrong, we're willing to give that back with even more on top. Think, if you die, you might be able to leave your family what is on your person if you are found. But with insurance, we can give so much more. What you are found with,
Wow.
you were not found, money on top,
Money on top?
pay for funeral services.
Whoa, that sounds great. Okay, how much do I give you?
Well, how long would you like the insurance policy to last?
Till I die. And then I want
Lifetime policy.
Yeah.
So monthly payments of 17 gold.
Can we do weekly or daily?
Daily payments. Prorated. That would be 1 gold today, half a gold tomorrow, and then alternating the rest of the month.
That sounds confusing. Okay, how about I'll pay you up front.
All right. I would like, and he goes to his clipboard and does some tallying. 5 gold.
How much time does that buy me?
At least to the end of the week.
I feel like you're calling your shot for how long you're going to live for.
End of the week.
Yes.
You see Knib-Knub just do some kind of
tops.
calculating in his head. Okay, well, I almost died yesterday. Oh, yeah, okay. That should do it. 5 gold. That's a lot. Hold on. Let me see if I have...
Can't put the price on the well-being of your family.
Okay, but I only have coppers. It's going to be a lot.
You have to pay 5 gold in coppers.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
I accept all currency.
How heavy is your knapsack?
It's pretty heavy, but it makes my legs really strong. All right, here you go. 5 gold.
He writes you out a script on a piece of paper, makes a copy of it with some carbon paper and passes it to you. This is yours. Don't lose it. I would keep it in a safety deposit box or something like that. And then he fishes through his jacket. Yes, here you go. This is a card for the local bank. I am also an affiliate there. They have safety deposit bots, very cheap.
Oh, you don't sell them?
They're not something that you carry around.
Oh, man. Okay, I don't really understand the concept of that, but okay. I'll keep it safe. And Knib-Knub, you just see him kind of throw it into his backpack with all the rest of his stuff.
So what's Bimpkin up to?
Well, he picked up that marble.
Okay.
And then he put it in his pocket. And now he's just listening to this conversation. And he's just waiting for them to finish so he can go and give Knib-Knub some advice.
All right. So I think that Breville wraps up his business and is getting ready to go. And then he turns back. Don't forget, if you have any, he reaches through his pockets, fishing around, pulls out another business card. If you have any masonry needs, Ruppman's Vats. And he passes you another copy of the same business card again.
Are you giving me garbage? You can throw this away. I don't want it.
You pass the card back to him and he looks over and passes it to Bimpkin.
Thank you. I don't... Okay, yes, I'll put it in my pocket.
A good day to all of you. And he walks out the front door.
Okay, bye.
I think this is garbage.
Theobald comes out of the kitchen with another plate of bacon fried potato skins.
Oh, yeah.
With onions and cheese, and gives it to Knib-Knub and takes the business card. I'll trade you.
These are 10 out of 10.
Knib-Knub, I couldn't help but over here. I'm not a businessman. I don't know very much about this, but I think that in order for them to give money to your mothers, you should probably tell them their names and where they live. It might be easier for him to find afterwards.
Oh, yeah. But
Have you ever considered writing a will?
and doesn't everyone know? You guys know who my mommy's are, right?
I do now, like you told me earlier.
I don't
guys-
think I do.
You guys know where they live, right?
Wait, is it this one? And he points at Sarah.
No, that's my third. No, it's Sarah. She doesn't want to be my mommy.
Okay.
How do you know? Have you ever asked her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Knib-Knub looks really sad.
I shoot a glaring look at Sarah.
She's not paying attention. She's busy writing a letter.
Why do you guys want to be my third, fourth, and fifth mommies?
Well, it depends. How much money you got?
Well, my backpack doesn't weigh nearly as much as it did a few seconds ago.
I don't get why you were making a deal with him. I thought we had discussed what would happen.
Yeah, but
If
he
you die.
said that my mommies would get even more money. He used a lot of fancy words.
Well, I guess it depends how you die, I think. If it's an accidental death, you'll get a big payout, but murder, I'm not sure where the insurance stands on that.
Why? You know someone who's coming for me?
Well, we've almost been murdered multiple times, so it's just a trend I've noticed.
It is something that we find ourselves getting involved in quite often, is almost being murdered.
Yeah, if I had to put my money on anything, it's you getting murdered.
What's the difference between that and an accident? I kill things all the time by accident.
Well, imagine a boulder falling on your head or falling down a big set of stairs.
Oh, God. No, I hope that doesn't happen.
But it could.
Well, no, because that's not how I'm going to die. I already know.
Well, if you see, if you sign up for my plan, I can cut.
I mean, Knib-Knub would fall for it. So
speaking
you got a plan?
So speaking of plans and involvements, what's your plan for the day?
After a long rest, Willen sets the book actually down on the counter. He says, well, I know we're supposed to meet those detectives, but I wanted to give something a try first. I prepped this spell last night, and I'm hoping it'll work. I don't know, we'll see.
Knib-Knub dives behind a table.
Yeah, what kind of a spell are you planning on doing with this?
It is comprehend language.
Ooh.
The target can understand the meaning of a single language it is hearing or reading when you cast the spell.
And that lasts for an hour?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a really slow reader, though, so this might be tricky.
All right, so you cast the spell. You see the words on the page swim in front of your vision and begin to reorient themselves. And everyone else around you still seeing gobbledygook when they look over your shoulders. You're seeing these words transform into a language that you can understand.
Mm-hmm.
You confirm that it is a spell book. It's quite esoteric and will take you time to decipher. And as you're sifting through, you see lots of summoning spells and conjuration and essays on otherworldly contact and the plane of dreams, the outer planes, the dark tapestry. A lot of it makes you quite disturbed right away. I'm going to get you to roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm going to see what you can figure out in an hour.
I rolled a 28.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
DC 28.
Wow.
Whoa.
Holy smokes.
You got it exactly.
I'm a wizard.
All right. So you're able to determine that this is a translation of a translation of a translation of the original Pnakotic Manuscripts. You remember and have heard about the original text, said to be written thousands or perhaps even millions of years ago by an unknown race. What you're reading now in Aklo is a derivation and a bastardization and a translation of whatever that original text was. But you can see that what's contained inside is still potent and still dangerous. You determine that it contains a number of rituals and a number of spells. Many of them are far above your level. Things like planar ally, planar binding, commune, teleportation circle, imprisonment, and spells like teleport, plane shift, gate, and summon entity. You know that a number of these rituals would require not just one, but multiple wizards working in tandem in order to cast them. Sometimes groups of 5 or even 10 would have to work together. Once you have spent 2d8 hours studying the book, you can get a +4 bonus on knowledge checks pertaining to conjuration magic, the old gods, or the magic of the old cults.
I wouldn't be able to do that, though, because I can only read for an hour.
Right. Interestingly, there's a couple things I can tell you that are just skimming notes as well.
I would like to make like a perception check to see if I
Sure.
can like find a page that was maybe recently viewed or something, one that's like slightly folded in or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds good. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. 16 on my perception. Not great.
Not great, but you're able to pick out a couple notes of handwriting that appear to have been added after the original creation of the book. There is an inscription that reads, "May we, the keepers of the oldest, prevail over the scourge of simplistic thought and lesser men." Beneath that are 5 signatures.
Ooh. Give me them names.
The names are Keeper Baskerville, Keeper Hive, Keeper Marchand, Keeper Meyer, and Keeper Crove.
That's so unrealistic, though, because you can never make out signature names. Just saying.
He made a perception check.
Yeah,
He had to decipher it.
maybe I can just comprehend their horrible signatures as well.
Yeah.
Makes them legible. I will read those names out to these guys.
When Willen reads the names out loud, Theobald's blood runs cold as he recognizes the name Crove. To get more information out of this book than what you've got right now, Willen, will either take another casting and more time, or you could subcontract this out. If you know that these other investigators could read the language, you might be able to get more information out of them while you're doing other stuff.
All right. I will have to do that. I have only prepped the one casting for today, so I don't feel like waiting a whole day just to get a jump on this.
And none of us recognized any of those other names on the list, eh?
Yeah, that was my other question.
Just make a straight intelligence check.
Everybody?
Everybody.
0 for me, so I got a 9.
16 for Willen.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
I'm working with a bunch of dummies.
Theobald just rolled a 17 for his intelligence check.
Oh, damn.
Everybody's rubbing their chins and thinking, do I know these names? Who could this be? They're thinking, scratching their heads. Theobald goes to rub his chest and feels his shirt pocket and pulls out the card that he got from Breville Ibblethor. And it says, Ruppman Myers, Middenstone Vats.
Oh.
my God.
What are you guys woeing about?
Look, clue.
Yeah, the garbage that you got
Yeah.
connects to the book we're reading.
You're a natural detective.
Whoa.
It is
Yeah.
possible that it's the same name. Some people have similar names, same names. Doesn't
Hey.
mean it's the same guy.
Hey, look, Knib-Knub. Reading helped us.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Okay, well, maybe once, but that evil book's probably gonna make you, try to kill us all or something.
Well, when it happens, it happens.
You were talking an awful lot about murder earlier.
You're making me feel like talking about it more.
Quit
All
trying
right,
to kill
then.
me.
Theobald cleans up the plates of breakfast and says maybe we should head on over to this Myers Vats place.
Yeah, I don't know if we need more of this book translated, but it's up to you guys.
Maybe we should check out these paranormal detective guys.
I don't know what that's gonna accomplish. Listen, guys, I got
Yeah.
my own plan, okay? This big thing that's crushing all the buildings. We gotta go bite it really hard, like a lot. Well, I'll bite it, and you guys punch it and stuff, because we gotta make it dead before it makes more people dead. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
But the way we find it is by talking to these people.
Okay, that's good. But okay, one more thing though. What about this Garrett guy? This Garrett, the guard, captain of the
Garrus?
guard guy? Garrus, yeah.
Garrus is dead.
Oh,
That's true. That
Oh,
big
he died.
thing killed him. Yeah.
really? Well, I don't know. He seemed
Yeah.
like he knew something, you know? We should go,
What, talk to his dead body?
yeah, can you do that?
No.
You're a magic guy.
I wish I could. That'd be a good spell.
I'll write that down.
Let me see if it's in this book.
All right, so I'll lay out some points of interest for you guys because it seems like there's a couple different ideas here.
Yeah.
You've heard about Berkeley and Critchfield, these
Mhm.
investigators. You know that you were kind of supposed to report back to the mayor.
Right.
You also could go back to the church. Most deceased individuals have their remains stored in the crypts at the ossuary church because those priests are specifically anti-undead priests.
Right.
So it would prevent anybody from coming back and
Yeah.
plaguing the city, right? And then, of course, you've got Ruppman Myers Vats that you could potentially check out as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down for any of those. The Vats sounds probably the most interesting to me out of character.
Why did we need to talk to the mayor?
He asked you to go and investigate that house, and you did, but you haven't reported back to him.
Yeah, I feel like we can
Should probably do
coast
that.
on that for a while. I don't know. We found out some stuff, but we can follow up on what we found there, and I think
That's
that'd be
true.
okay.
Yeah, he hired you to check it out and gave you kind of a down payment. So
Right.
We're checking out the house, but we're also following through with some of the stuff that we discovered at the house. So it's like
Exactly.
we're not done with the house technically.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get paid more for stuff, but I don't see a need to spend any more money unless Berkeley and Critchfield are expensive to talk to.
I feel like he
Mhm.
wouldn't be able to help us, per se.
Yeah, the mayor.
Yeah.
Unless
us
the
more money.
mayor. What's the name of our mayor again? This
I don't
mayor at
know,
this
I just
town?
call him my liege.
Mayor
Yeah,
Heggery.
Oh, thank goodness. For a moment, I thought it was basketball.
The royal
He seems innocent so far.
Everybody I meet, I'm going to be like, are you basketball? Are you Hive? Tell me your name, damn it.
Shaking old ladies on the street.
What are your names? Are you have?
I think we should go to that place, but we have to be very careful with how we approach, because if this is in fact this man is quite dangerous based on this book. So I think a best approach would be we try to get into contract. so that he sign his name, and then we can compare in book.
Oh boy, do I have someone for you. Knib-Knub, we're going to need you to sign a new contract.
Huh? Okay.
I feel like seeing Berkeley and Critchfield may help us with the Reuben Myers Vats issue. Because if we know that, like, what Crove did to me, definitely we're dealing with people that have a lot of power behind them.
What'd he do to you?
Yeah,
Yes, who's Crow and what did he do?
Yeah, what did he do to you?
Well, all the tattoos and scars and, oh yeah, this little third eyeball I got on my head. That's
What?
all,
You didn't want that stuff?
You didn't always have your eye?
that's all Crove's handiwork. Yeah.
Oh, but it's so cool.
Feel like since that point, it's definitely been sort of channeling some magnetic force bringing me here.
So you know Crove. So if we see him, you would recognize him, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, let's go bite this Crove guy.
Well,
Well, Berkeley and Critchfield might know some of the other members, or they may even know Myers.
All right,
So,
let's
like,
go bite them.
Yeah.
let's go talk to these detectives, and then we can go from there, okay, Knib-Knub?
All right, just show me who to bite.
Okay. You know, we can take the alleyways to get there, and maybe there'll be somebody for you to bite in the alleyways.
All right, I pull out my
goodness.
random encounter table. So you guys head out to the streets. You leave the alley, you get into the main roads, and you see that the markets and grocery stalls, as you're walking through town, are heavily picked over. You see people running through the streets with arms full of groceries and various, essentials running back and forth. You see a couple of men get into a fist fight on a street corner over a loaf of bread. Each time one of these little instances of looting or violence starts to break out, a crow is quick to respond. One of the town guards comes out of nowhere, and they look stressed and overworked and totally exhausted, but each time they show up just in the nick of time. Hey, that's enough of that. You cut it out. And they manage to put some of this unrest at ease, but you can see that it's going to be an overwhelming job for these men as they work through the night and through the day to try and keep the peace within town. After a little while, you come to another street where you've been directed to find Berkeley and Critchfield. Bimpkin, you see that it's actually right next door to a familiar-looking general store. It's got the candy in the window, and next door to it is a simple-looking townhouse with a wooden board outside with just B and C painted on it in white paint.
Wait, Theobald, before we leave, this store, right here, this one, do you see the little rat in the window? Right there, look. And he rushes to the window and he's pointing at the toy.
Theobald rolls a perception to look for a little rat.
You find a little rat toy.
Theobald rolls a 30 and finds that little rat instantly.
Good display, yeah.
Yes, it is right there where my finger is pointing. Look, would you mind going inside and getting it for me? I'll pay you back, of course.
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you want me to haggle with them for it?
If you tell me why.
I know. I've always collected toys, and it is very normal for older men to have toys. And I want to carry it around. I don't have to tell you everything.
They're collectibles.
Sounds good, Bimpkin.
Mint condition.
Theobald enters the store.
You walk in and you see this guy in a gray apron. He's very prim and proper. Greets you. Hello, sir.
Hello, shopkeep.
What can I do for you today?
How much for that little rat toy in the window?
Oh, this is simple. 5 copper.
A 5 copper? That's a bargain. Here.
Hey, shopkeep, do you have like a toy collection?
We have many toys.
No, but like your own personal one.
Well, you could say that my product is part of my collection, but they do not have sentimental value for me. They are to sell.
Oh, I heard it's normal for old people to have one.
I like how that's the one thing you follow up on.
Can I interest you in any candies, Goblin?
Oh, yeah, I'll have them all.
All. Well, let's start with 3 pieces. Here, he picks out 3 different flavors of little hard candy for you. That will be just...
Knib-Knub, I think it's time we should leave.
You guys quickly wrap up your general store business and head back out to the street.
I'll take all 3.
I hurl copper at him.
All right, you're back out on the street. Theobald, do you give the little rat away to...
Did you get it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, here it is right here.
Oh, thank you.
Got the stuff.
It's even wrapped up in brown paper.
He rips off the brown paper and he holds it in his hand and then like carefully balances it and then like looks it straight in the face and then like hides it in his pocket. Very good. Okay, thank you.
Very normal.
Very normal.
All right. Baskerville and Critchfield, you're right here. You go up. One of you knocks on the door, a little brass knocker, and you wait a few seconds, and you start getting impatient when you knock again, and then you hear, all right, I'm coming, from inside. The door swings open, and you see an elderly halfling, stoop stature. He's wearing, like, mouse brown clothes, a little sweater vest, and some pair of slacks, and he's got this droopy, jowly face. He looks very thin for a halfling. What can I do for you?
Hi. This may sound weird, but I got this book and I was told to come to you to see if you would be able to help us with it.
A book?
Well, it's a spell book.
Oh.
We have something that we would like to speak with you about inside.
Yeah, it's kind of private.
Oh, all right. Come in.
Thank you.
And he very like haltingly and hesitatingly turns and steps into his house, and you can see that he supports himself on the cupboards and the shelves as he walks his way through into a little study off the main hall. There's big bookshelves, a library of dusty tomes all over the place. All of his coffee tables and cabinets have fine lace doilies. You can see he's drinking a cup of tea, and he gestures for all of you to sit down. He's got both medium-sized and small furniture within the room, so everybody's nice and comfy.
Nice. Wonderful. Thank you for accommodating us.
Of course. Allow me to introduce myself, because you're in my house. I am Berkeley,
Okay.
investigator extraordinaire. And who are you?
I am Willen. I am town wizard of my town.
And which town might that be?
None of your business.
Off to a good start.
It's mostly because I can't remember what my town's called.
I'll see if I can figure it out. And you, my goblin friend.
Who, me?
Yes, your name.
I'm Knib-Knub.
Ah, a good one.
Yeah. Hey, where's your toy collection?
Well, depends what
I
kind
don't
of...
see any toys anywhere. Just
the one mystery he's like so enamored with.
Well, I take pleasure in reading. So this library here is like a toy collection for me.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Books lead to evil stuff.
Well, sometimes, but they also lead to wisdom.
And then I slam the tomb on the table. For dramatic effect.
His eyes go wide at this huge 10-pound book.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is incredible. It looks incredibly fascinating, but I still don't know who the other two are.
Yeah, it's just for dramatic effect.
He turns these piercing blue eyes onto Theobald.
Willen is very excited to get to the bottom of this book. My name is Theobald, and I'm new to the town. We come investigating our own paths, and they have all brought us together. And together they have brought us here, to you, to solve the mystery of this book.
Ah, a mystery. I love mysteries. And what about you, Sir Yosoki?
Oh, I am Bimpkin. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure. My partner is currently quite tired. He will be of help to us, I'm sure, but I'm loath to wake him. Tell me, what do you need me to do for you?
Well, we think this book is correlated with all the nightmares that have been happening around town and the terrible things that have been happening to the people, so We're hoping you'd be able to decipher it.
Yes, interesting. He reaches out and he deftly opens the locked clasp in like 2 seconds.
Wow.
Flips open, begins to browse through the book, and you can see his face darkens as he flips page by page. Yes, this is a very disturbing tome. Very, yes. Oh no. This does not look good. You said that this has something to do with the attacks?
That was our assumption, but we're not totally sure.
All right, well, I will need time. It's quite dense.
Can you speak the language that it is written in?
I can read it, but I would be loath to read it out loud. Aklo, sometimes there's power in its words. I wouldn't want to accidentally summon something in my own living room.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, I would just like to draw your attention to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Willen flips the book to the names. And then he's like, do you happen to recognize any of these names?
Yes, Baskerville Hive Marshan Maya Grove. It's like it's right on the tip of my tongue. I recognize the name Baskerville. Yes, a potion maker. Sometimes we've even purchased things from him. He lives outside of town, maybe a day's travel east. He's a hunchbacked old druid.
Wait, did you say a hunchback?
Yes, a hunchback.
Is he human?
Yes. Do you know him?
We might have encountered him. Has anybody been out to visit him that you know of lately?
I'm not sure. He often stays with his friend Arland Hive at the Elm Way Church. And I see here, yes, Hive, one of the other names. That may be a clue. Arland Hive. I've occasionally purchased books from him. He's an authority on regional history and lore. He's been in a bad way recently, and he hides out, or has made home, anyways, in an old abandoned church.
That old abandoned church is the Elmway Church?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why is the church abandoned?
Well, it's dedicated to the god that was, to Eredin, who is, Eredin died, so no one really worships him anymore.
That's fair.
All
right.
Unless someone wanted to bring back a dead god.
I mean, if you could bring back Eredin, god of prophecy, I'm sure you'd make a boatload. But, I can't believe that other gods haven't tried. Takes a god to kill a god.
Interesting. Would you happen to know anything about Reuben Meyer?
Reuben Meyer,
Theobald takes out his business card, passes it along too.
looks like another very good clue. I don't know him myself, but seems like the place you'd go.
All right. Well, we got like two places to check out then. So if you'd be able to read this.
I will, yes. Give me a few hours. Come back this evening. Whatever you find, we'll share findings. I'll let you know what I read in the book, and you tell me what you find once you've visited one of these fellows.
All right.
Can I do a really quick perception check around the room and on him and his demeanor?
Yeah.
To kind of get a sense of this guy is someone we can trust?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just giving him all our clues. Yep.
Well, yeah. I feel like he's going to maybe share this information with somebody else before he shares it with us.
I was going to threaten him on our way out, but...
Oh, me too.
Like you do. So, Bimpkin, you are looking at him and around the room for, trustworthiness, or what are you trying to figure out?
If there's anything in his space that seems out of place or something that could allude to him being, I don't know, in cahoots with these people.
Right.
Or something.
Okay. So what'd you roll?
I got a 20.
You see that he has heavy blackout curtains on the windows.
Suspicious.
Yeah, you see that the books on the shelves are of hugely varied nature. He's got a bunch of mystery fiction as well as a bunch of history books about the area and about Ustalov. You see a couple books about monsters and beasts, but nothing that's so outlandish or so compared to the books you were finding in Keeper Marchand's house, much less nefarious looking.
These are like bestsellers.
Some of them. He does have some rare books, but a cursory glance at the bookshelves tells you that it's not like he's a dark wizard, from what you can tell.
Okay.
Dark wizards are always trying to hide their dark wizardry, though, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would know, Willen. All right, well, I don't need to roll for it, but I definitely don't trust this guy.
All right.
Just a book.
I don't trust anybody who reads.
It's probably smart.
Do you feel safe with this book in your house for a while?
Well, it does make me nervous, but I feel safe. Did anyone follow you here?
Yes.
I was not looking.
Did you just say yes?
You weren't looking. With a book of this caliber, you weren't watching for... And he, runs over to the windows, draws back the blackout curtains and looks through the glass and, peeks back and forth. You do need to exert extreme caution. Give me a moment. And he runs out through the side door of the study, and you hear him, clomp up the stairs. He's gone for maybe a minute and a half.
That gives us just enough time to root through all his stuff.
Make a perception
he
check.
tosses bookshelves. Yeah, I'll make a perception as well.
Wonder if he's got any food.
I got a 28.
I got a 13.
And Theobald?
Theobald rolled a 15.
All right. So in the short amount of time that you have to poke yourselves around, you don't find a whole lot. Willen, you see that he has, in a room adjoining the study, a bunch of display cases lined up against the walls.
Are there action figures in it?
Inside the display cases are not action figures, but instead various oddities. In one, there's a dagger with a silver blade.
Ooh.
In another, there is a glass eye propped up on a little wire kind of ornament.
Mm-hmm.
In another, there's a torn piece of fabric, maybe the hem or the end of a cloak, pinned onto a backer board with a little plaque underneath it that says Exhibit A. It looks like maybe mementos of past cases.
Yeah, I feel like these two are like monster hunters or something. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. With all their books and stuff, they're definitely involved in that.
I was getting more Dexter serial killer vibes, but yeah, I can see that too.
A silver dagger that's used for killing bad people.
The silver dagger stood out to me because we've heard about a very shiny knife before.
Right.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. It was the werewolf or I don't know if it's a werewolf, but the wolf creature that was holding the knife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, he clumps back down the stairs and comes back through the door. It says, I checked with Critchfield. It doesn't seem like anyone was following you. So where are you going to first?
I think the less you know, the better.
Okay. I suppose you're exerting caution.
It's just for your own safety. I hope you understand.
All right. Well, come back in a few hours, and I will be sure to give you whatever information I glean from the book.
All right, do you have a back door?
I do. Yes, please. This way. And he leads you through to a back door that has 7 locks on it. And he opens up into a back garden. You can see that he's got tomatoes and spinach growing.
There's all your food.
Mm.
And you guys...
Now, don't tell anyone we were here.
Mom's the word.
Mm-hmm.
You guys step out into the yard, and I need to know where you're going next.
I think let's go to the Elmway Church.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like that. That sounded like it had 2 people that we might want to talk to.
2 people that I want to bite.
Yeah, precisely.
I think the potion guy's dead, though.
Is he?
Well, I think he was the hunchback that we found in the, tomb altar underground.
Oh,
man.
That makes sense. Wow, you're putting 2 and 2 together.
Well, if we go to that church, we might be able to find more information, but was the hunchback who was a person that we already had met?
Hunchback was dead in the pool down in the underground.
Yeah, we found 2 dead bodies there.
He was the one wearing the cloak.
Oh, so that other person may have been Orlando Hive?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'd be good to find out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Take me to church.
So you set off through the town to the abandoned church of Eridan, the Elm Way Church. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks once again for listening to House on Carrion Hill. Please, if you want to help us out, head over to Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating and a review. You can find us on social media at the House of Bob. Join our Discord, come chat with us and other listeners about lots of fun stuff, RPG related. And if you can, we would really, really appreciate it and love it if you would support us on Patreon. It helps make the show possible, and you're going to get great access to a bunch of director's commentary episodes, one-shots, and even more, as well as some blog posts that we write up every month. I'd like to thank those who already support us on Patreon: Ben, Brandon, Mary, Connor, Keith, Team Eamon, Christine, Pedrig, Pavel, Elias, Ron, Mark, Tom I, Tyler, Ray, Scooter, Josh, Jessica C, Tom W, Bluckett 12, Jessica D, Mike, Sylvia, Kieran, Luke, and Volt. Art for this episode was by me, Shaun Makes. Audio production and sound design credits go to Alex at Astronomic Audio, and music for this episode was created by Mike Hammock. Roll on.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wrong show.
That is invading people's dreams.
One sec.
There's the wolf right there. Did you hear it?
I did.
Babe, can you say, I miss you too, Juju?
Absolutely not.
And now I'm having trouble remembering his voice. Something along the lines of...
It was goblin-y.
It was goblin-y. Yeah, my goblin voice.
Goblin-y. So is he just sitting there reading this book for the next hour then?
Pretty much. Like, just enjoy your breakfast, dude. Like, chill out. Eat your potato skin.
But reading's bad.
Reading is not bad.
Reading never led to anything good. Name one person who read a book and then did a good thing.
I mean, like, I use spells to save your life, and that's mostly reading.
Yeah, but you also use spells to hit me with acid and fire.
Yeah,
and
but
that was
like,
probably reading too.
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, it's got like pluses and its minuses, just like everything else.
All right, well, just skip the minuses then and only read the pluses.
Okay.
All right, tell me what you rolled. Not on this page of notes. What? Who organized this?
Does Crove sound familiar to you? I'm trying to remember. Like, Crove sounds familiar to me.
Crove?
Is that I don't know if it's a name I've heard before.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm trying to like. I feel like I've heard Crove in like our.
Yeah, I might have even said it earlier today.
I honestly can't remember
either.
either.
Oh wait, he was the wizard that was helping you, or that like captured the thing for you. Was he not?
What? Roll a perception, Trevor.
Dive deep
Wait,
into
like
your
Trevor
mind.
You're gonna have to use
Perception or-
Trevor's stats.
Theobald of perception.
Yeah, use your stats, Trevor. Sorry, I just find it funny. Like Sean's like, you serious right now? This is like the whole backstory.
we did our whole recap on purpose.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that name at all.
Me neither.
No, it didn't ring a bell with me either till you made us remember.
All right, 10%
There's
of people
there's probably like 10 names that I've heard. Like
Yeah.
weird names in between then and now. So
Like, I did have to ask Janette to remind me that her character's name was Bimpkin, and we've played 11 sessions together. So.
all I can remember is Revel Ibblethorth.
That's
That's the one you remember, of course.
That's the good one.
It's literally at the top of my character sheet.
He is the most important person to you.
Yeah, I also wrote down Spaniel for getting a rain jacket.
Is that one of the names of the
You gotta reread the names.
I wrote down
I only
four
got
of the
like
names. I missed one.
Let's
But
write
I wrote one
three of them.
let's write them down.
I bet you have the names in front of you, Sean, and
Yeah.
it just seems so obvious to you, but we don't. So
You just
we
use
have no
names like-
fucking clue.
Like
All right.
Kevin or Mark.
Okay,
Let's all just go. Oh.
I was also hoping one person wrote down the
my
names.
God.
I wrote down
I'm
three
going to
of
give you
them.
the names
Nice.
There it is.
again. Baskerwell.
Yeah.
Crove.
Oh, hold on. Baskerwell.
Yeah.
Yes. Baskerville.
Crove.
Mm-hmm.
Hive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Marshan.
And Meyer.
And Meyer.
Shan. Meyer. So Meyer is the Vats people.
No, Myers. Yeah.
Whoa.
Thanks, Trevor.
Yeah. Whoa.
What?
Wow.
We've been eating for a full hour, so Knib-Knub's belly is just huge at this point.
Absolutely.